Feels like try and play and protect Humanoid on these side lanes. Use the fact that you have that ultimate and hope that Naak Nako becomes a big enough threat that he can one-shot everyone alongside.
It's a very explosive early game, and Yike, he had a premonition. He knew that bot lane would be explosive, and he's here for the dive.
Carzzy and Fleshy jailed under their tower. If they try to backstep, they're going to be in trouble. Barrier for Carzzy. Have to take this into account. Who's going to tank first? Flag and drag through. Q flash forward into Caliste. Caliste looks like he's set to fall. It's going to be a 1-for-1 in the end. No, Fleshy can't finish it!
A flawless dive by KC. And when we were all thinking that top lane would be the most important matchup, it's bot lane. After all this time.
How far does Fleshy want to go? Because Jarvan's still there. Okay, he's just going to back away.
Going pretty far, just delaying.
That's the guy we were looking for in that game one. Gets the solo kill with a little bit of help earlier from Lyncas. And with that, he's going to start building this gold lead.
Maybe proxying now, trying to get away from Yike is just going to die. But
This
Yike
is a
will
good
take his
death.
time.
This is a literal good death.
That's what we like to see. Credit to Naak Nako
like
again on the top side as he tries to finish up that crab. Does tick over to level 6, but you can see Canna pretty comfortable just playing under his tower now. Humanoid pathing up to the top side. Lyncas zooming in as quick as he can. Pushback is there. Paranoia available, but the range not super long, and it doesn't look like it's going to be in time. Humanoid, lights turned off, and this guy just often giving so much more value. So KC in a good spot if it comes down to a skirmish or a fist fight, which it looks like it might in the mid lane. Kyeahoo going in for the push is going to catch Humanoid. Dunked down immediately. Shockwave going to connect on the two. Flash out from Humanoid. Oh, Fleshy! Just in the nick of time to try to save the day. Cataclysm back in though. Yike living for far too long, but Lyncas now starting to take over in the fight. He manages to get two. Looking out for the healing from the Nocturne. Are you kidding me? How did he live?
Oh my god! Lyncas and Fleshy off the back of that engage that KC started.
He's not done. Fleshy in the top lane, ready to
X
crash
flash
down over the wall. E through, immediate ulti, shattering strike, tanking the tower to set up on the Canna, flash out, but he's invisible. Naak Nako wants to get it back.
No way.
Oh, it's every Yasuo's nightmare.
Misses on the Q! Canna sidesteps barely! A
The Azir
breath!
kill gets another triumph, and that is what keeps him alive to make this play keep going for Vitality. Is now
Flash in, the charm on the Carzzy, but he manages to valk out just in the nick of time. Fleshy in trouble now. Carzzy's flash gone. Fleshy, no way to get away from this one. Will finally fall. A nice pick from KC.
And a crash down turned into a crash out as they weren't able to get away from that one. KC picking up a kill.
that the other side knows.
2-3.
Looks like kind of tanking its giant
Kraken
pace.
first for Naak Nako too. Not even the Blade of the Rune King, as Carzzy's going to be the one in trouble. Charm lands, immediate feather pullback. Carzzy able to valk away to safety for a brief moment. Busio can't tank another tower shot. Sliver of HP, but Humanoid is here. Sidestep's good.
No way.
Run, Busio, run! The W!
way.
He's dancing on. He's not fast enough, guys. He's gonna die. There you go. Okay. But the first two dodges were pretty clean.
And he gave it a timing window for Caliste to actually escape, because if he dies, they collapse on bot. And that could have been an
Now
absolute
Kyeahoo's pushing mid lane,
disaster.
but Lyncas is waiting over the wall, and surprise, it's Rel from out of nowhere to try to lock this one down. He's nearsighted, he's feared, he's a scared boy, but they're still gonna find a way to take him out. Lyncas grabbing the kill.
And Lyncas is being so proactive on this Nocturne. He's proving my doubts wrong as he picks up this kill on Kyeahoo. Now Carzzy's going to be able to hit this mid tower, force Caliste to rotate to defend it, which means that Humanoid's going to get the bot tower, and Lyncas can pick up...
Carzzy?
I mean, there's too much happening in the game now. Carzzy, yeah, oh my god.
Well, there's not even much to say.
He shouldn't have been there.
Everyone else was
They
resetting.
could test on the Rift Herald. And they may even try and push for a little bit more on that top side afterwards. Fleshy going to hold off on the reset. Caliste taking the mid with
The
tower.
summoner spells, they get the flash, and that's what's big. You highlighted it. The easy roam down to the bottom side, knowing they have mid-prio. Now, though, they want to extend the play. Dash back from Kyeahoo. Lyncas waiting on the spell shield. The heal just going to make sure that he gets away. They pushed a bit too far, however, in the top side of the map. Naak Nako keeping the pressure up, taking a tower of his own, continuing to push as KC set their sights on the Drake.
The combo team is down on their ultimates though. Vitality don't have two of those key spells, so KC confident now to step up towards the objective. They even have Canna here, so Naak Nako continues to push.
Yeah, Vitality ran out of bullets. They used both the Orianna ult and the Nocturne ult and weren't able to find anything with it. And with that, KC secured the second dragon. And you can see the difficulties that teams have run into with this Nocturne Orianna combo. Humanoid wants to try to look for a sneaky play here.
Moving forward, movement
Yike
speed.
is covering.
Yike is there. Humanoid just delivered into the waiting arms of Yike. A nice initial stun to Kyeahoo, and they managed to get one. But remember, Humanoid has the tanky build. He's got a Roa. He's trying to get tricky with it because
No way.
Busio's on the way down. No, the movement would have to
Move
be
the
too
legs!
clean.
Move the legs!
The movement would have to be too clean. He's too fast! Oh, he's styling on them. Pull back, command, protect. A little bit more shielding. Busio on the way in. The Dragon Strike gonna get it, but now Lyncas is here. They want to try and finish off Yike. A nice initial exhaust from Busio to try and stop the play. They're turning things back to stop the CC from Fleshy, but he gets the cooldown just in time. Naak Nako ready to go, but he needs a knock-up. He didn't go in on the earlier one. He has one of his own! It's a scheme landing on them! Are you kidding me? He extends his play. Vitality winning out.
Stop the combo from Humanoid. That's the damage that they need. Now Fleshy with a knockback forces the flash.
Oh, we're
which
not
is perfect.
done. The fights are just going to keep happening. Of course, the feathers are fly. Probably not a fight, actually. But they get the ulti.
Could be tower as well. That's very low, but they don't want to overstep. Say for the fight, but
Vitality, they're looking to maybe contest or just buy time, fake it out. I mean, Vitality did one last game up against the Mountain Soul, so they're not scared of giving them the soul point here.
Now I'm going to push for mid lane tier 2 while Humanoid at least grabs a little bit more gold on the top side.
Casey just forced them out. As Vitality, they get the top tower and they get some plates on the mid lane.
Extending the gold lead.
Yeah,
also
1,000.
the IE that's very close for Naak Nako. So you're kind of at 2 big item breakpoints. Didn't feel comfortable, but Naak Nako feels comfortable.
Going in, looking for the spin, locks up Caliste. Busio going to try to make the hero play. Caliste stone cold as he manages to stay standing. Naak Nako trying to dash away, but just gets locked up and taken down. Humanoid off on the flank, fishing for that shockwave. Has the death cap, Kyeahoo. For freeze frame, he goes gold, and the lockup is just not there. And now Canna has arrived to try to make the difference in the fight. Humanoid on the retreat. KC taking their sweet time in this fight. But Carzzy ready to turn it back. The Gatling gun. He's got no more time left as Caliste runs him down. KC survived. Naak Nako's engaged and turn it right back around.
And Naak Nako went too deep, and the hero of Caliste
In the mid lane to deny Vitality the play. This might have just been enough for KC with this. Oh, actually, hang on. In live.
You want a live play. Canna pushing a bit too far in the mid lane is very fast with that passive active, but the immediate flick back is going to set up the ulti and a shutdown now for Naak Nako. Happy to have the
He
extra
just
money.
set up KC in this game.
And I think the really big thing, they got Seekers in the previous fight. Kyeahoo does not have a lot of it.
It becomes about mind games. Does Lyncas just go in, try and force the open Caliste, open up for Naak Nako, for Humanoid to try and find something afterwards? Or how does Fleshy start it off?
Canna waiting over the wall. Charm from Busio. Carzzy's able to dash back for a brief moment. Naak Nako fishing. That's the paranoia now coming out, looking for an angle into the back line. Fleshy with the multi-man ultimate. Follow-up is now coming in from Naak Nako as Yike is almost immediately deleted. The resurrection coming in from the GA as Naak Nako manages to take down Caliste. Knock up there again as Naak Nako looks for 4-2. Along the rest of the team now descending. It's a heroic performance from the Yasuo. But Kyeahoo is looking to make the difference. A double kill as he turns it back. But I think Vitality have won this maybe. I don't think so anymore. Canna finding the return kill. It's neck and neck.
And it's a 2 versus 2, but it's the jungler of Casey that's alive. I think Yike might be able to try to sneak towards the dragon here. And maybe even solo it, as Carzzy and Fleshy are so low.
They have no idea. Fleshy gonna have to face check this, and now they know, but Yike is healed, the teleport is coming in.
Carzzy's just gonna die.
Has to come across.
Carzzy's so low as well.
Oh, you can't get away from Canna. Dash back.
They just need to delay, hope for something, but they can't. KC with Canna.
Targets to attack with the Nocturne Orianna combo.
Caliste has the Infinity Edge. He's going to be doing so much damage in these team fights. Needs to be the target that Vitality take down. Naak Nako wasted the wind wall. Casey want to collapse.
Naak Nako looking for the knock-up initially. That's the paranoia down, trying to dive into the backline. Canna goes golden. Naak Nako running for his life, but the entire team is now split. Vitality don't have the tools to follow up though, because Lyncas' health bar has just been chunked so far down. KC slow and controlled against this Vitality lineup.
Fleshy has to find that moment again here. Has to get that crash down, has to set up, but it's Humanoid he's engaged on.
Quick flash out. Busio's ulti coming in as well.
Naak Nako's resetting. KC, they're trying to burst this down. The TP's coming back in, but it's too late.
In. They know that Canna has no access to the Zonyas. They're hoping to get him, but he goes on the opposite side of the wall. Spell shield is there to keep Lyncas standing for an extra moment. Flash into the pit. He's not going to be able to grab it. It's Caliste who secures it. Now it's Naak Nako and the entire team. The wind wall not giving him enough space to survive. Gets an extra second, but KC, 5 members strong, will secure the Baron.
And KC pulled the trigger when they needed to. They're able to pick up the Nash. They take 2 kills as well. As Vitality, they want to try to stop these recalls, but I don't think they'll be able to get anything more.
KC get the burn. I cannot believe they managed to get out on that HP. But once again, we're not seeing Vitality working in tandem together. It's Humanoid off on this bottom side, looking and fishing for a play onto Canna, who has that stopwatch available. And Canna's just happy to bounce back and forth here. Flash away, drawing members in. Lyncas hopes to make the play, but can't quite do it. And Yike is just zoning away everyone on Vitality as Naak Nako, left alone in the pit, falls at the hands of KC.
The difference of a 1/10 of a second, 200 HP left on the Baron after the smite comes down. Could have made all the difference for Vitality, even if they lose the fight, could have had that objective, but KC staying composed in this game. Soul and Baron, surely they end it here.
Have all the tools that they need. As long as Humanoid and Lyncas doesn't find the combo, it's very hard for the KC carries to be taken down. You have the Psy ultimate, you have Flash on your carries, you have the Zonius on Kyeahoo, Zonius on Canna, and so much heal and disengage from Busio. Vitality need a miracle.
Dashing around a lot, but doesn't have minions to stack the Q on anymore. We'll need to move to mid-wave.
They just need to find some way to get Caliste's ult out. But Caliste has been playing so safe, denying Vitality any real wiggle room here, because everyone else has Zonyas, has GAs, is fine. But until then, KC will continue to push, use these shields, use the fact they have that soul to push Vitality back.
KC just want to end the game. They're looking to run it down mid here.
Touchy with the Q flash, it looks like, onto Yike. They do get a bit of a chunk onto him. Baron waves there. Q3 ready for Naak Nako. Not going to find the setup. Feathers fly right up in the air, and it's only Yike who's taking the damage to turn back. Carzzy off on the side, trying to fire back. Get a bit more damage for himself. Another tornado going awry for Naak Nako as KC just continue to press forward. Kyeahoo finds the push onto Humanoid. Goes golden. Carzzy knows he needs to fight now. Yike finding the initial knock-up. They're not going to get a reset now as Carzzy's off on the side. One with the Azir, and he does not like that matchup whatsoever. KC closing it out clean in the final moments to take us to game 3.
And KC strikes.